Hello guys, sorry if I look tired, it's because I am, but I went to the store today. I tried out a new store and it was not what I was expecting. That was sad, but then I went to Aldi's and I was gonna get the toasted marshmallow syrup, but they had vanilla, so that is a good thing. So now I can make my teas again. But I did not have the energy, because the thing is, I left, but I haven't been able to eat like full meals for the past couple of days, and my sleep has been horrible. Are they connected? Probably. But I went there without eating. I was gonna eat my snack while I was there, but I forgot. So by the time I came back home, I was too tired to go to Kroger. So my first meal was rice. It had about 3 lentils left in it, but it was mostly rice. My second meal was crackers and some tea. It is 3:40 and I'm going to have this as a meal because I'm trying them, because my sister said that the people said that these taste the same as Fruit Loops. Have I had Fruit Loops in a long time? No. So my ability to judge, I think, might not be the best. But also I'm super hungry, so maybe I'll take anything at this point. But I have Fairlife. I don't know how much I poured, but 1 cup of milk is 13 grams of protein. So at least there's protein in it. And especially, those smell the same as Fruit Loops. It's crazy how a smell, like, you can have forgot of something. My speech is because I'm tired, okay? You could have forgot about something, but like the smell of something will bring it right back. Anyways, I was gonna say something. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Oh, I've been having Honey Nut Cheerios lately, and I was like, I mean, irregardless, it's fine. I was like, oh, they have a hefty amount of sugar, but they have a lot of fiber too. I looked on the box the other day. That was not the case. I think I'm used to the Kashi cereals. Kashi, but I don't know. I have trouble pronouncing things, and I think it's because of the speed I pronounce them at. But that has a good amount of sugar and a good amount of fiber. And that's how I like to do my cereals. Just because that's me. That's my personal preference. Thank you. But this is basically, at the end of the day, it's just like Honey Nut Cheerios. That's all I'm saying. And take that with a grain of salt, or don't take it at all, because it don't really mean much. It looks like, I like these colors. They're a bit more muted. It looks like, I don't know. Well, now I can show you. It's still too hard. Give me a sec. I think that's what Fruit Loops taste like. They taste good. Now, if you were to sit somebody down and have a bowl of these and have a bowl of Fruit Loops, you could probably taste the difference. But, like, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I think it's fine. Anyways, my other meal for today will probably be a piece of corn and maybe some ramen. Either way, I'm gonna have to catch you on another day. So here, that is me catching. I'm too tired for this, babe. Hello guys. I was not going to film anything today, because every time I film I have to think about setting up the dang camera, and I don't feel like it. As you can see from my appearance, I am not doing too hot, and also I'm annoyed because I was about to get an appointment for this clinic that is supposed to help with my insides, and my dad he will find any excuse in any way to not have me going for a ride. not give me a ride, essentially. You might be saying, why don't you just get an Uber? I already get car sick as is. And then being with a person that I don't know will give me more anxiety and more car sickness. So, so I'm mad about that. And could I, oops, I did not need that much. Could I have just had another bowl of Fruit Loops? Yes. A bowl of Fruit Loops was 2 of my meals yesterday. But I decided to make some pancakes. The rest of my apple cinnamon pancake and waffle mix. I wish I had gotten more because now they don't sell it anymore. Oops. Let me know something to use poppy seeds up with. I know almond and poppy seed. There's almond and poppy seed bread, but something that you can use poppy seeds up in that is not having to do with lemon, because I can't have lemon. Anyways, I didn't know we had a whisk this whole time, but apparently there was a whisk. So, do I normally mix my pancake batter up like this? No, I do not. I don't know why. Oh, that was a lot. Anyways, today, since I don't measure it anyway, I'm gonna be adding applesauce in here to make it more appley. Now, I've never done this before, but I've used like canned pumpkin to make pumpkin pancakes before. So, I mean, I feel like it'll be similar. Maybe that bowl is not big enough. This whisk is not as good as my spoon. Now it's getting pretty easy. Ah, boy, this is hard stuff. I did, happen to forget to turn it down. I put it on high to preheat, but then I was supposed to turn it down. They're not done yet. I like to do them when there's a bit of holes popping through. But, oh no! Oh, I think I still have some at my mom's house. But this apple and cinnamon, girl, I can't even see what's on the screen. The apple and cinnamon pancake mix is really, really good if you chop apples really, really fine and then put them in. It was kind of like an apple fritter, but like not. Check. Oh gosh, that's hot. Oh, here we go. Ah! Oh no! Like they're gonna cook more. Ah! They're gonna cook more when I reheat them anyway. Oh gosh. I'll just make this one. Dang, I'm thinking about it. What does it say? What you judge, you will reap or do eventually. What is that saying? Basically, essentially, never say never. Because reality will play in your face. I have said, that'll never happen. I'll never, blah, blah, blah. Damn! Or things you have judged people for, you end up doing the same thing. That's crazy. So just keep your mouth up off of things, essentially. Anyways, these will go, I think I'll put them in the freezer, because I don't know. Well, also, has anybody being the synonym for you, Vanessa, has anybody had matcha pancakes? I'm trying to think if I've made them. I think I might have tried to make the souffle pancakes once in my life and failed. But like, I don't know. I feel like that would be good with whipped cream, but homemade whipped cream. I wouldn't want that with like ready whip or whatever. I should probably be having like some sausage with my breakfast, but my thing is, if I'm gonna have a meat, I want to have a vegetable to kind of balance it out, especially if it's the first thing I'm eating in the day. Like if I'll eat for one meal vegetables and then the next meal I'm out and there's no vegetable or something, that's fine, but like at least to start off I want some vegetables. And I was gonna go to the store today, but then I had taken a melatonin last night because the past couple of nights I haven't been getting sleep, but then I couldn't wake up. Maybe it was just the laziness, and I heard the rain, like, so I'm not about to walk to the store in the rain and catch a cold. So again, I'll have to wait on that. The thing is, in this season in Texas, it's always like thunderstorms at nighttime and sometimes during the day because it keeps going from hot to cold, hot to cold, hot to cold. Thankfully, I will say, at least we're not in the area that gets tornadoes, but the lightning storms be crazy. Like the thunder be shaking the house, and then another time it hit a tree and then the tree fell into the house, which burned up the roof. Like dang, but that hasn't happened to us, so I should stay not scared. Yeah. Oh, I smell burning. Dang it, man. It was on lowish heat. Oh, what the heck, bro? That's charred. I'm gonna turn that on low and just steam it the rest of the way. I kind of want to drink something that is hot. No. Yeah, I kind of want to drink something hot, but I want matcha at the same time. I thought I had more milk in there than that. So maybe I could have just made this in the smaller cup. And by the way, I said to myself, I can make the pancakes, like, because I was feeling too lazy to make the pancakes. So I said if I make the pancakes and eat them, that's okay. But if I want to have some cereal after that, I can have that as well. Because I know pancakes by themselves and cereal by themselves is not really a filling meal for me, at least. Maybe I'm just setting myself up for failure because I already know that. But I don't know what else to do. Whoever the person was that suggested doing your matcha in cold milk, I suggest you think about your actions in a court of law. Okay? Because it never, ever, ever dissolves all the way. Ever. It's like one sip of drink. Yeah. I was talking to myself. Still chunks. See how there's still, like, I don't know if you'll be able to see. There's still pieces. Guess I'll turn that off. You're probably not going to be able to see that. I used to hate when I used to go to that coffee shop that will not be named. In regular coffee shops, and they would have freaking matcha at the bottom of the drink. I'm not paying $16 for that, man. I'm right. This is rank. I don't like it. I never even liked it in the Thai tea. I think even though it's already sweetened from the sweet cream, I'm gonna add some, because it's already freaking ruined. Got globules of matcha in there, and it has that taste, that disgusting sweet cream. So I will try a toasted marshmallow matcha. I couldn't think of what to put this with. It would go with something chocolate, but I don't know. Because I feel like I wouldn't like it in tea. If you drink coffee, that might be good in there, but I don't know. The only thing I could think of it being good in is matcha and chocolate stuff. Oh, shoot. This was a semi-failed experience. I will just have my pancake. Oh, how? At least these ones turned out nice. That's good for tomorrow, I guess. Once those cool off, I'll put them in. Maybe this looks nice though, right? Maybe. Yeah, I can't taste it. But I don't want to put too much because then it's going to taste like just too sweet. Maybe this was not my smartest moment. A sweet drink with a sweet breakfast. And there was so little milk. I can't really even count it as protein. Okay, yeah, truthfully, I cannot differentiate between the sweet cream and the toasted marshmallow, so I will just have to try that on a later date. And speaking of a later date, that's when I will see you again, because I probably won't be doing anything else today. So I will see. I said I wouldn't really talk much more today, but I was saving this for when I needed a very fast microwave meal. It's just turkey fried rice over here and then some leftover fried noodles. There were times when I could have eaten it, but I was like, nah, I gotta wait until I really, really don't want to cook. And now when I don't want to cook and there's not much stuff in the house, now I'm gonna have it, so that's good. Hello. Every time it's the same thing. 12:13. Today I will be having for breakfast. I'll be having for breakfast more of them fruit rounds, not fruit loops, but fruit rounds, and I'm gonna have them with almond milk because I finished my. You saw I finished my Fairlife yesterday, and it's okay. Because I'll get something nutritious after I go to the store, because I'm going to the store with my dad today. But I wanted to come over here and yap because I am me, okay? I have been emotionally, is that the same thing? Lots of memories and just random things will point to my childhood lately. And I don't know if it's because I'm about to read my diary or something, but that diary is not from what I'm talking about. I'm talking about stuff in Seattle. Cause like, yes, I be daydreaming, okay? Ain't nothing else to do over here, so I make time in my mind. I spend the time in my mind. But I was daydreaming and I was running into somewhere, but I was like, hold on. That door and that hallway, that corridor, is the door to my school, my elementary school. And I was like, how do I remember that red door against that stone wall where you had to like push and open it, and there were two square windows rectangular windows on each side, and that was the hall of my kindergarten, not even the 5th grade hall. So I was like, how do I remember that randomly? Anyways, if you've been here long enough, you know I like to share some of my dreams, because I had a whole entire video of reading my dreams, but I scrapped it because I was just talking, and that's like not really interesting. In Canada, parentheses, snow and mountain. I call these things like dream roads. Not really. There were so many breaks it could have been a romance action scene. Moon, parentheses, big. But anyways, today, because I went to bed at 10 something, and I probably didn't even end up going to sleep until 2. Meanwhile, I took 5 milligrams of melatonin. No, I took 2.5. Maybe that's why. Either way, I might have to start using that 10 milligram of melatonin thing because this not getting to sleep is driving me nuts. Anyways, I had a dream first, and I've had this dream before. I know I've had this dream where there was a volleyball team. I don't know. It's between a camp and like a vacation for the team. These girls from my high school volleyball team were there. These girls from my second middle school were there. I don't know if they were in the volleyball or if they were just people I remember from there. Dang! Anyway, and then like random people were there. And I know that I've had this dream before because there's a lazy river, there's a rocked section, there's this nice freaking kitchen. Anyways, and then I'm always lurking. Like I'm not with the crowd, I'm just sitting there watching them. Which, that reminds me. I won't say that. Never mind. Let's be positive. Never mind. After that dream, it was something I can't remember. It was something. Oh my goodness. I was at this random school, but like there was a water slide in the hallway. Anyways, they had this drill, yeah. And so I was in the hallway, la-di-da, and then all of a sudden people start shooting. And not like one or something. There were these people with like masks up to here, and then those military type ones where you gotta hold them in your arm with two hands, and then they still extend out like that, and then they were just pop, 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 pop. So I hid behind something, and then glass was breaking and stuff, and I was like, and then all of a sudden over the intercom at the school, they're like, well, the ladies go to the ladies section of the gym to discuss. And will the men go to the men's section of the gym to discuss? This was a freaking school drill. And I was like, I told one of the administrators, there are people at this school with PT. You see how my dreams are like a whole different world. There are people at this school with PTSD. That is a very disrespectful and deranged thing to do. Like, why would you do that even? Like, anyways, I had a dream at my second middle school. The dream version of it, of course. But it was between that school and my elementary school because those schools were like very close. And I feel like, nope, I don't want to go there. Never mind. Okay. Okay. Nope, because now I'm thinking of the 4 plan. Let's just stick with it was at my second middle school, and I was Kyla Dela Cruz's, not her Santa, what's that thing, Secret Santa? But she was like leaving early, so she gave me her gift to give to her Secret Santa. Child, it was a lot. And then I had to go down these stairs, but they were like, everybody was on the stairs, and I was getting squished to the side, and I had to find that lady's office. I think it was Miss Robbie, but Miss Robbie is, if that's even her name, that is somebody else. I'm talking about the one, maybe Miss Nelson, the one with the child who was annoying. Like, I'm sorry, I liked the mom after time, but the child annoyed me. Okay, maybe it was some nepotism thing, but she annoyed me. Anyway, I had to find the office so I could give the Secret Santa, and then I was like, oh my gosh. And then, girl, I don't remember what happened, baby, I woke up. Anyway, I've been talking for like 8 minutes now. So I'm going to eat that with almond milk, no protein. It's okay. I'll eat it, and I will be thankful because I have food. Do I have almond milk? Yes. Do I have fruit? Rounds? Yes, I do. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. Okay. But anyway, I will finish talking now because I'm going to take you to the store, and I will just prep food later. You'll see.
First response being to try and rebut someone when you don't understand them, and then we can discuss it.
I'll censor my language on this one. I'm tired of living with bump behind Negroes. Like, do you not know how to be an adult? There's a dictionary for a reason. Like, dumb Negroes. Like, y'all be stupid. Dumb, stupid. Not even just stupid or dumb. Y'all be dumb, stupid. How did y'all make it through life? How did some of y'all make it through life to be adults? These bum Negroes, y'all. Just be stupid. I were to hold up a finger right now, it would not be my thumb. But no, there should seriously be a discussion about why. Well, we know why. But there should be a slip of money from the government to children of emotionally immature parents. Because why do we have to be the parent? Why do we have to be the adult in this situation? It leads to a very jaded human who will go out in the world and spread that jadedness elsewhere, as I am doing.
Because I would say I would be an expert in that experience more than you would be, being that you've got 20 years and you haven't been in all those places that I've been in and been around all the different wide range of people that I've been around. I would trust my experience before I trust yours. So I'm going to stick with my opinion.
Exactly,
again,
it's an opinion.
But again, if you want to bring proof to say otherwise, I'd be happy to take a look at it.
Proof of why can is not an actual ask. And you, in your conversation, you referenced the statement, can you please? You said no such thing. You said, can you do that? If you had wanted to ask something, I would ask, if using the word can you go ahead and move that for me right now? That is creating a time attached to that moment. I said, yes, I can do it, because I could do it. If I want to jump up 20 times, can you jump up 20 times? Yes, I can jump up 20 times. I mean, I'm going to do that. So if you want to ask something and you want somebody to get it done, then say such thing.
I'm talking about this mindset and this attitude that we young folk know what we're talking about. You old folk don't. And by the way, you old folk are trifling found. There's nothing good that I can learn from you. So I'm not going to waste my time with you. I'm just going to, if you give me a job, I'll take the job, but don't try and tell me how to live my life. If you can give me food on the table, you can put food on the table, but don't tell me how to live my life.
Who are you hanging around to where you get this rhetoric from?
Oh, I'm talking specifically to you now, but it happens with young folk all across. You can see it.
I haven't met any young folk like that.
Huh?
I haven't met any young folk who think and talk like that. So where are you getting this rhetoric from?
Oh, okay. Again, I'm not saying people actually say this. No, that's not what I'm saying.
So you're bringing stuff out your behind.
Behavior says that. It's their behavior. And you're trying to tell me, someone who's been experienced for decades, how to use English. As if you're more of an authority. There should be some humility on your part. When you're coming and dealing with someone who has more experience than you, has more education than you, has done more things than you, has been more accomplished than you, you should be more humble. But because you're so confident in you, and you're thinking and what you think is right, you're going to try and have an argument with me, and try and have a debate with me about the use of the English language. The technicalities of the English language, when I already acknowledge that we're not going to follow them constantly, is again missing the whole point of my statement to you. I'll ask you one more time after reminding you of something that I told you were going to have to undo what you said if you wanted to come with me to the store.
You can't undo what you said. You can't undo what you said.
Is your response still going to be to focus on undo and decide that you have nothing to say to me? Is that your decision?
I'm not Caesar. I cannot wash my hands of anything. You can't undo something. If you want to come to me with another way, knowing with your A grade, knowing the definition of undo, you can go ahead and look it up on Google really quick if you want to. But if you want to ask your question with that word, with the meaning of undo, my answer is no then.
Okay, so here's the deal. When you have a definition of a word that's different than someone else's definition, your response was to then continue to stand on your hill and say, you're not using the word undo right. That's not what undo means.
Yes, the hill of Merriam and Webster.
Things. That's cool. That's fine. You want to stick with that? That's cool. Here's my definition of what's going to happen this afternoon. You're not going with me. I'm going to the store.
Wow,
and I'll see you when I get back. If you have some vegetables you'd like to request, you can send me a text and I'll think about getting them for you. But there's a good chance that I won't, unless you say something to me that undoes what you said earlier.
This is what I mean about if you woke up. He woke up at 1 something, son. He was in there long enough. You could have made the choice to roll over on the right side of the bed. The whole reason I even placated.
Last thing. Because you're refusing to give me straight answers, I'm going to have to use my intellect and my assumptions to draw my own conclusions. Because you're refusing to give me...
Anyways, the only reason I placated this conversation is because I know he won't take me to see my sister. He's that type of to make a punishment not going to do something with my sisters. And it's not like he takes them out to an amusement park or whatever and then I'm left at home. No, I don't live with my sister. He will go and see her and not take me at all. That type of stuff. The reason I will never catch myself having that much to do with a man is because of bum Negroes like that man who will have punishments such as not hanging out or going to see your sisters, me not taking you, this is what he would say, me not taking you to church, not getting you groceries, not taking you to school. I'm sorry. In Texas, the children have to go to school or you will end up in court. Hello? Who? My parents would wonder why I don't want to go to school other than the trifling humans at school. Maybe the fact that he wouldn't take me to school. And when it was COVID and there was no school in person and you had to do it online, he would shut the computer off and turn on a lock so that I could not log into the computer. So my schoolwork did not get done and I did not complete all of my classes. Anyways, well, this is a freaking wash. I am not sure what I'll put this in, but now, you know what I'm finna do? I'm going to cry, probably, because I'm tired of dealing with everybody's mess. And, I don't know. I will eat some more cereal, because clearly that's all that I'm going to be able to eat today. After waiting freaking hours, because now what is it? It is 3:32. After waiting hours for him, I'm freaking hungry. If you ever catch me on the channel for news, just know I will have been pushed and pushed and pushed to that edge to make that